All right. Well, today we are going to keep working on our domestication project. So you can find it either by looking down at the stream or going to classwork at the bottom and domestication research. I've added a video in there, and that video really helps you know how to switch your presentation into um, a video. So my video shows you how to make a video 3 different ways. So one of the ways is screen recording, like what I'm doing right now. You can also use apps like iMovie or Adobe Spark Video. So there's a couple different ways to do it. The Flipgrid link is specific to each class. So this one's specific to first period. Don't enter that if you're not in first period. But if I hit the up arrow, I can open up my research. One of the common things that's really hard to find is the scientific, well, it's not really hard to find, the scientific classification. So Helianthus annis is the scientific classification of Mookie's project sunflowers because Mookie is me. So I pushed in the slide so I can actually edit it. Some of you are still not doing this. You're still not opening your slides, which is kind of frustrating. Then I can take a browser, Chrome or Safari, and drag it up from the dock if it behaves. There it is. Nope. Maybe. Oh, I love it when it does this. Come on. There we go. Now we've got it. And I'm just going to open Google. And I can find the scientific name of anything with the word classification. So classification of, and then I can search for something like corn. And I can search. ZMAs, there it is. It's a scientific name, the last 2 parts of the scientific name. We can try something else. Classification of, what's a good one? And if you want to get fancier, you could say scientific classification of, I could say domestic ducks. I want to say domestic because there's so many wild ones out there. And so if I go for domestic ducks, it's Anis platyrichnos domestic. I don't, wow. That's a fun one to say. Whew. Whoever got that one, good luck. So scientific classification of is one way to get to your scientific name. Let's try house cats. Felis catus. That one actually makes a lot of sense. Another one that's tricky is the origins, and this is where I really recommend going to Wikipedia and finding the history of the domestic crop. So if I say the origin of tomatoes, I might get some bad stuff. And I don't mean like bad and inappropriate. I just mean not helpful. Originated in Western South America and Central America. That's okay. Okay, and then they have the origin of the word. We want to be careful, that's a very different thing. But they give a location that is correct. Tomato history, I don't know. This is a .com, it might not be as good. We have to be careful about .coms. They're commercial, they're trying to sell you something. Whereas .orgs, organizations, are not trying to make money. That doesn't mean they're good, but it could be better. And .edus, they're trying to teach you something. People lose their jobs if they're wrong. And .govs, similarly, people lose their jobs if they're wrong. So .govs and .edus are more trustworthy. .orgs are generally okay. And .coms can be fine, but are the least trustworthy category. So tomato history, 700 AD. So that's cool. That gave us a number that we didn't have before that we could add to our tomato fact if you were researching tomatoes. So all that said and done, you keep looking for your facts. Zoom in with me or email me for questions, but then eventually you need to make a video and boost it to Flipgrid. So if I go back to the Flipgrid link, and I'm gonna I have the app. Why do I have to? Oh, that's annoying. Well, let's open it and see if it pushes me into the app. I don't want to be Mr. H. Okay, whatever. I'm going to be Mr. H. I'm going to open with the Flipgrid app. There it was. I'm going to highly recommend you don't open in the Flipgrid app. It wouldn't pull up the keyboard so I could log in. It is just as easy to open this in Safari or Chrome, and then in Safari or Chrome you can do all the features you need. The app just doesn't seem to be working well, so again, opening in Safari or Chrome should be fine. So I logged in through Safari, and when it asked me to enter my Gmail, I did to remember me. And I'm going to go to Domestic Research Video. If you don't see this, you might want to view older assignments or go to settings that way, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to record a response. Sure, have my camera. Okay, have my microphone. But I'm not actually going to record my video that normal way. I'm going to hit Options, the 3 dots, and I'm going to upload a clip. So I have, there it is, my sunflower video. So I'm going to use this clip. We have to wait for it to upload. We've done this before. It's very exciting. You can see me all blurry in the background. That's fun. My research is on sunflowers, scientific name Helianthus
Listen to it if you
apis.
want. You can mirror it. I think that's
Sunflowers were first
video
domesticated
came in funny.
between
You
2300 and
can find what's
2100
good.
BCE in Central.
So I'm just going to give it a little check. I don't need to add a link, but I'm going to title it Sunflower Research. Now you hopefully wouldn't title your sunflower research. And I can take a selfie if I want, or I can leave it there. Let's take a selfie. Alright, let's get that super selfie. Great, that's great. No, that's terrible. I want to retake. Let's retake the selfie. Okay, that's slightly less terrible. And then we can filter it if we want. I don't know. This feels Christmassy. Okay. And then I'm done. So I submit that. Hopefully you take a better selfie. You don't even have to take a selfie. You saw that you could leave your video as the picture. Submit. Return to topic. And now that you're back at the topic, you can see my response. You could open and view my response. Comment on it, give it a like if you want. That's up to you. But remember, you're not recording the response, you're just uploading your video that you previously recorded. So hopefully that works out for you. Again, email or Zoom if you have questions. This is a big assignment, and if you had trouble, the due date of Tuesday is flexible. I don't want to give you work over break, but if you got behind and need the time over break to continue working, you can, and you won't be penalized for turning in your video portion or your other features during the break. Please email or attend my Zoom if you have questions, and as always, do your best.